Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we are going to be doing Classroom of the Elite Season 3, Episodes 10 and 11. Just a couple more episodes of Season 3. Then we will do the opening and ending of Season 4, and then directly into Season 4 after that. We are catching up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Check out the Patreon for the full reactions, exclusive shows, all that good stuff. I'd appreciate it, and let's go ahead and start. Oh no.
クラスを守る。クラスが守られれば友達が守られるから。
So he's thinking about them.
だけどそれは本当の僕じゃない。中学時代のあの事件で僕は失敗した。だからこのクラスで同じ過ちを繰り返すわけにはいかない。
Okay, so like Kushida with a past and something that happened at a previous school that made her go a certain way here and act a certain way, we have something similar. I mean, we've seen him for the last couple episodes show like a very different version of him, but he's not hiding it. It's out in the open right now. He can't hide it. So he's obviously trying. Something happened in the past that affected him now. I'm hoping we'll find out this episode what exactly it is, but this makes a lot of sense.
そして僕がたどり着いた一つの答え。それは堀北、ちょっと黙れ。けどやっぱり僕はまた同じ失敗をしたんだ。
Like trying to protect everybody.
A クラスから情報を手に入れる方法を思いついた。
生徒を尾行でもするつもりかしら。
いや、A クラスのカツラギを俺たちの仲間に引き入れる。
なんですって。
That's
カツラギは自分を慕っていた弥彦が坂柳に退学させられたことを恨んでいるんじゃないか。あれ以来クラスで孤立し居場所を失っている。
That's actually not the worst thinking in the world.
でも坂柳さんに一泡吹かせるためだけに
Which is the issue. We know who's the head, like the head person in Class A.
そんなものが私たちに用意できる。
It just feels like it could be easily like doing that seems too obvious, and I feel like they would have a plan for that, or like it could completely like stab you in the back. I think you don't want anybody's help from Class A unless, I don't know, you've done some AYANOKOJI level recon or something.
A クラスに上がったらカツラギにクラス移動の権利を提供する。
それには2000万ポイントが必要よ。
What an interesting promise.
悠長に2000万ポイントを貯めていられる時間はない。
情報戦をすることに否定的なわけじゃない。でもその作戦はダメよ。
動かなきゃ何も情報は手に入らないだろ
う。動いたところで情報が得られるとは思っていないわ。
I mean, I like the thought process, but
また相談して。
I think, yeah, that particular idea would be tricky and could easily backfire.
そんなことをして俺に何の見返りがある。
俺たちのクラスに歓迎する。いつか A クラスに上がった時、カツラギのクラス移動のために。
不要だ。お前たちに2000万ポイントを用意することはできないだろう。何も明かしていない正式な5種目について勝手な予想でよければ教えてやらないこともない。
本当か。けど何を見返りに。
強いて言うならSAKAYANAGI。
Well, that's kind of what AYANOKOJI is trying to do right now.
英語、数学、この3種目は確実に本命。
So chess is going to be one.
フラッシュ暗算。逆に多人数を必要とする大縄跳びやドッジボールはほぼフェイクと見ていい。
I was going to say, jump rope competition? Actually, I kind of want to see that too.
協力で勝てる相手ではない。俺が手を抜いてやっと互角に戦えるくらいだろう。俺が協力できるのはフラッシュ暗算か万が一選ばれた時の大縄跳びくらいなものだ。
Why do I feel like it's going to get
坂柳に警戒
chosen
されて
now?
る中で種目に参加させてもらえるのか。
早速堀北に伝えよ
いや、勝手に動いたことを知ったら怒るだろう。話すタイミングは俺に任せてほしい。
わかった。
なんだ、
よかったら今から来てくれないかしら。
どうにも嫌な感
Did
じ
she
がす
find
る。
out?
麦味噌か。料理上手と
That
は
looks
知らな
good.
かった。
別に怒ることでもないわ。それよりご飯食べたわよね。本題に入らせてもらっていいかしら。
今日はとりあえずごちそうさまと言っておくが、もうこの手はやめてくれ。
そうね。別の手を考えておくわ。
I
い
mean,
や、そういうことじゃないんだが。
今回の試験で C クラス
Food was nice.
最善だと思われるプランを考えた。この1週間。
piano. I guess that's, oh, wow, she's going statistics like dead on Kushida, tennis, ping pong, fucking ping pong, pseudo, final special exam, class A subjects, chance of success with best candidate, chess, best candidate, none, chess. Okay, that's AYANOKOJI. Wait, AYANOKOJI is definitely doing the chess. I just fucking, it would be crazy if he didn't. Modern lit test, 50 minutes. That's the social studies test. Okay, volleyball, math test, English test. Okay, so she has this all pretty set out. I mean, if this wasn't like trying to, if these tests weren't so serious, all these type of tests would actually be ridiculously fun.
悩んだ
I'd be happy to have tests like that. Volleyball?
内容に異論はない。が、一つだけ注文をつけてもいいか。
何かしら。
A クラスが選んだチェスの種目は、俺に
Really?
やってもらいたい。
私に確かに誰かが練習しておく必要はあるけれど、どうして？
俺が教えるのに適任だと思ったからだ。
Oh, he
わ
doesn't.
かったわ。
Hmm.
それで
Maybe he wouldn't want to do it himself and have somebody else do it,
夜中にネッ
but
トを通じてやろうと思う。
それなら人目につくこともないわね。
you would think he'd be like ridiculously
これで
amazing
A
at
クラ
that.
スに勝てると思う。
全く叶わない相手じゃないと思っている。このデータを見てそう思った。
ちょっと待って平田くん。一つだけ確認させて。試験当日、あなたを起用する予定はないわ。それでも、もし多人数を必要とする種目になった場合、最低限のことはやってくれるの？答えてもらえないわけね。
Hmm.
やっぱり勝てないんじゃないかな。平田くんあんなだし。試験までもう時間ないのに。平田くん待って。お願い平田くん。
Maybe she knows like him from his past. Were they in middle school together or something?
もう僕のことは放っておいてくれないかな。
放っておけないよ。
なら山内くんを戻してくれるのかな。
Seen her be assertive. Oh no.
これ以上付きまとうなら。
おやおや、今日もうじうじとしているよう
What
だ
an
ね。
interesting person to show up.
醜い一面を見せてもらったよ。おっと、私のことは気にせず続きをやってくれたまえ。
君も僕に何かを望むのかな。
全てを持っている私が君に望むものがあるとするなら、私の視界に入らないでもらえるかな。
It seems right.
なんだよ、僕の事情も知らないで。
知らないし、興味もないさ。これはもうダメさ。
He's obviously. We need to know that past for sure.
信だよ、高円寺。
Oh fuck. Other than AYANOKOJI, this is the person I wouldn't want to fuck with. Yeah. I feel like he would be second to AYANOKOJI in strength and everything else.
君がいらないというなら、私が
At the very
いかにしよ
least.
うか。
Wait, you're physically taking her?
そうはいかないね。昇進し、アマツさえ怪我までしてしまったんだ。私が癒してあげようじゃないか。
私どこも怪我していません。
何、心配はいらないさ。私はこう見えてもとてもジェントルなのさ。
we know he's like a wild card and he's really hard to read. I'm trying to like think of the reasoning why he would do this. Now, it would benefit everyone for Hirata to be, you know, back to how he was acting before. It feels like he's not going to be beneficial to the class. So maybe he's thinking like that in some way, bringing, I don't know. Like, that's the only thing I can think of, but I can't get in his head. It's really hard to know. It feels like he's just on his own program. But I also think, like, we haven't seen him act to this, like, go out. This is like him going out of his way. So I feel like if he thought it was going to affect, you know, like their tests or something like that, then he might do this. It's the only thing I can think of. Like, trying to get a reaction from him.
君もそうやって僕を傷つけるんだね。
そうじゃない。君が周囲を傷つけているのさ。少なくとも私は好意を向けてくれるガールをないがしろにしたりはしないよ。もう消えてくれるかな。
平田くん。
今日は平田ボーイを追うのは諦めたまえ。
平田、次から次にどうして僕に構うのかな。みーちゃんみたいに突き飛ばして逃げるか。
今日はもう疲れたから逃げる気力も残ってないんだ。それで話は何かな。
平田の話を聞かせてほしい。いつまでも山内の退学を引きずってクラスに協力しようともしない。知りたいのはそんな平田の価値観を
Yeah, so he's gonna get his
形成した出来
past.
事の話だ。
それを聞いて何になるのかな。僕が話すとでも。
話すさ。
君の目には怖いくらいに深い闇が
Yeah.
潜んでいる。いじめの対象になってしまってね。僕はその友達を助けたかった。けど自分がいじめのターゲットになることが怖くて傍観者になってしまった。そしてある日、
he didn't do something.
僕の友達は飛び降り自殺をした。
So he felt really, yeah, lots of regrets. Probably ate him up inside.
彼は今も回復することなく眠り続けている。
Holy shit.
僕は彼に命を絶つという
Blames
行為を
himself,
させ
yeah.
てしまったんだ。
それは平田だけのせいじゃない。
そうだね。だけど傍観者もまた同罪だよ。友達の自殺で新しいいじめのターゲットがクラスメートから出たんだ。信じられなかったよ。それまでただの傍観者でしかなかった子が同じ目に遭い始めた。
So they targeted him
そ
afterwards.
れまでいじめに加担していなかったクラスメートたちまでがいじめを始めたんだ。
カーストの最下位が不在になれば、当然その一つ上にいた生徒が最下位に位置してしまう。ある意味自然の摂理だな。
僕は絶対に止めなきゃって思った。だから恐怖で支配しようとしたんだ。
Oh,
平田
wow.
がか。
本気で拳を振るった。殴り返してくる相手はいなかった。僕だけが上に立ち、残りの生徒全員を最下位に。
Shit. He's looking like AYANOKOJI there. Like, it's kind of crazy because when he's introduced, it's just, you would have never, like, I would have never guessed that he would have been like this before. Now, obviously, he changed himself and did it, you know, went a different route in this, you know, going to a new school and this. He tried to take care of everybody. We saw him always be helpful to a crazy degree. And until he couldn't, like help somebody, even if it was somebody like somebody that maybe didn't need or deserve as much help, it still turned him into wanting to go. It kind of looked like he going back to using fear, because you saw him. He started hitting things. He started going completely changing himself. He was reverting back to acting like this.
一つの学年を壊してしまったのかな。
Which
生徒たちから笑顔が消えて、ただただ無機質なロボットのような生活を送った。
だからまたクラスで山内一人がターゲットにされた
It brought him back to then, yeah.
結果、山内くんを守ることができなかった。やっぱり僕はクラスをまとめちゃいけない人間だったんだ。誰かを守るため、また恐怖で支配しようとした。
山内が退学になったのは堀北のせいでもなければ、もちろん俺の責任でもない。そのことは分かってるか？山内が退学したのは
Something he could have done.
お前の責任だ。
Oh shit.
お前が助けたいと思うなら、何としても山内を助けなきゃいけなかった。
だけど僕は精一杯。でもどうしようもなかったんだよ。
B クラスの一ノ瀬は誰一人犠牲を出すことはなかった。
それは
Oh, the 20 million.
だけど彼女の場合は特別だった。大量のプライベートポイントがあったからできたことなんだ。
ならお前がそう導いてこれなかったことに問題がある。
Because it wasn't even
それは理不尽
tried.
だよ。
ああ、でも仕方がない。
So he's being factual here. This is AYANOKOJI. He's like, yes, if we are thinking like the extreme version of this, then yes, there is something he could have done there, because we saw it done in Class B. And he didn't go through every possible method. So he's being very precise in saying that. Now, is that reasonable? No, but he's not trying to be reasonable here. He's trying to say, like, as he said, there was literally nothing he could have done, and factually, that's not true.
お前がその道を選んだんだ。全員を助けるなんて幻想は本来胸の内にだけしまっておくことだ。
僕は
俺は勘違いしていた。お前はクラスメートの多くから尊敬を集める人格者だと思ってきた。でもそうじゃない。できもしないことを体現して語るだけの薄っぺらい無能な生徒。
That really changed his
そ
opinion.
れが平田陽介。お前なんだ。いつまで夢見てるつもりだ。
それが君の本性なのかな。恐ろしく容赦ない冷たい言葉だ。
Yeah, but if
お前
you're
が何を願うのも自由だ。だが全員を助けたいなら、せめて最後まで戦って。
I think this is the best words he can hear right now, which is how he'd treat the situation, or how he
立
does.
ち止まってしまえば、周りの生徒が次々と脱落していく。だからこそ、平田は最後まで前を向いて歩き続けろ。
I kind of love
そうす
this.
れば、すべてが終わった時、すぐ後ろには多くの生徒が立っている。
僕だけが一人我慢して前を歩き続けなきゃならないのかな。なら僕はどこで弱音を吐けばいいのかな。
お前が困った時は他のクラスメートに頼ればいい。お前が頼りたいと思った相手に弱音を吐けばいい。前や後ろなんてものは関係ない。
僕はこんな僕がみんなの前を歩いてもいいのかな。
今のお前なら前を歩いても大丈夫だ。これでいい。
Yeah, he said the thing. He said the thing. Getting somebody on his side. We've seen him do this, like someone that's going to be loyal, but he's also putting these, pretty much making the best version of these people. Loyalty, obviously, but he had to intervene here because he was going down a path that, one, is not controllable for him, and two, is going to ruin chances of them being able to move forward. And I think he saw him as somebody that would be able to, as he said, like, I had one opinion of, opinion of you, and now it's not what I thought. I loved what he was saying, but I also, with anything AYANOKOJI says in these type of moments, back of my head, I know why he's doing it. But I gotta say, I think that would have gotten me on the other side. Like, there's no way I could have, like, we know his intentions and everything, and he does, he's doing things for himself and all that, and that stuff, but I loved everything he said there. And it will get the best version of him, but he said the right things. This guy's going to be loyal to him now. and at least be the best he possibly can be now, because yeah, he couldn't let this go on, obviously.
おはよう、平田くん。
おはよう。昨日はごめん。僕はみーちゃんにとてもひどいことをした。いつも僕に声をかけてくれたのに無視をしてごめんね。
そんな、私は全然。
みんなもおはよう。
平田くん。
それからごめん。今さら謝っても遅いかもしれないけど、みんなさえ良ければ今日からまたクラスのために貢献させてほしい。おはよう堀北さん。
I mean, he actually had to intervene and go full on, like, I don't even know what to call it, just say all the right things.
間違いじゃなかった。いや、一つの正しさだった。
昨日までとは随分と考え方が変わったようね。
失った信用を取り戻すために全力を尽くすよ。
I like that a lot.
この短期間で身につけたお前のチェスの実力は相当なものだ。
手加減してくれてもほとんど勝てなかったけれど。
誰だろうと手を抜いている俺より強い相手。
That's why I thought he was gonna play chess. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised by this.
より経験からだ。明日に備えてここまでとするか。
そうね。じゃあまた明日。
ああ。
51-3. You got 3 wins, and he might have not. He probably 100% wasn't going full on when you won those, most likely. Final special exam team captain meeting spot. So he's gonna be the captain?
何を動揺してる。
なるほど。司令塔にはプロテクトポイントを持つ者がなるという思い込みを持っていたようです。
And yeah, we know he doesn't,
司令
so.
塔が欠席なら当然別の誰かが代理として参加するしかない。そうだろ。
参ったな。プロテクトポイントを持たない龍炎くんの背水の陣。どうやらあちらの対決も面白くなりそうですね。さて、全員揃ったことですし、参りましょうか。
All right. This is gonna get crazy. That was a very Hirata. I mean, like, we've gotten some episodes that were more focused on other people, but that was very focused on him. Loved the interactions there. I was very, like, kind of hooked on a couple of the back and forths we got there, but we're going straight to 11 here. No break. Okay. There is only one rule in love. Bring happiness to those you love. Yeah. I mean, I would think there's more rules, but when you love, you want them to love.
生まれながらの天才では意味がない。ここはどんな劣悪な
What the fuck? This is the host. Okay. Wait, hold on. Let's take a step. That shocked me. Okay. So we're going, this is the past, because that's AYANOKOJI, right? Right there. That's AYANOKOJI. So is that the white room? So is that room the whole time from the flashbacks or whatever? That was the white room. And we saw, oh man, there's so many things we saw from those flashbacks. Him being in the room and those, I just thought it was like, it looked like a classroom originally to me, but like in a weird like space that didn't seem natural. And then on top of it, like we saw him and it looked like a jail cell, or like it gave the illusion of like bars. And then on top of like people leaving, or there's so much here. Okay. Interesting. Artificial genius. So that's what it is. So did anybody make it? Other than him?
確か名前は綾小路清隆くんだったか。
綾小路清隆。
So she's we knew that she had known him in the past, but real far back.
最終特別試験を始める。各クラス提出した10種目の中から5種目を選択し、決定ボタンを
Oh, this is really cool. That's like a fucking. I wish we had tests like this in school.
運命としてそれは決まっていたんです。
I might have paid attention more. And then Class A is choosing the chess, English, modern lit, math. Look at all these. We got all the fun ones and stuff. And then you got like the very practical and chess that, you know, a lot of. We even saw just in that flashback that them like practicing chess. That's why I'm thinking like he would have been the best choice to do chess here. But maybe he just feels like he'd rather train somebody else, but
相手が坂柳さんなんて綾小路くんかわいそう。先生同情しちゃう。
非常は挟まないように。
すみません。
では1戦目の種目を決定する。
lottery.
普通ならお手柔らかにと申し上げるところですが、全力で向かってきてくださいね。あえてエースの須藤くんを温存する作戦ですね。この種目の司令塔ルールは任意のタイミングで
Ability to swap one member at a chosen time. Oh, it was basketball, not soccer. Okay.
でも須藤くん抜きでも戦えてるじゃん。変ね。手応えがなさすぎる。
We saw that dude for like half a second, and it made me think that guy's supposed to be in a different anime. He doesn't look right for this. He looks like he's supposed to be in some other show, I swear to God.
そうでなくては。
どうした？俺みたいな素人に手も足も出ないか。てめえ、バスケ経験者だな。お前が弱いだけだ。
Damn!
叫んなてめえ。
精神的に揺さぶりをかければ須藤くんは崩れる。いかに技術が優れていても心が未熟であれば。
未熟？それはいつの情報だ？
お前が出てきたら逆転されたぞ、バスケ部。
Oh, hold on. What did she say?
叫んなてめえ。
精神的に揺さぶりをかければ須藤くんは崩れる。いかに技術が優れていても心が未熟であれば。
未熟？それはいつの情報だ？
Oh, that's what he meant. Well, he's improved for sure. I mean, it also helps, like, them getting him to come back and, you know, being pretty much her puppy and all that. It gives him more incentive not to break down and, yeah, or get pissed off.
なるほど。彼も成長していたということ
Which is AYANOKOJI's influence. He's thought so far ahead. Like a good chess player.
須藤くんという強力なカードを早々に切らされたわ。
2戦目タイピング技能対決。
Oh, so it is. It's typing. How fast can you type? You better not be peck typing. Mavis Beacon times 1,000. Archery.
やりますね。
あと一つだ。
Okay.
自分たちが提出した種目は確実に取れてる。
I'm guessing it's gonna end up being chess. That's gonna be the deciding factor.
それでは次の対戦種目は
Mental math. They're probably gonna lose
選
this.
択しなさい。
これは絶対に落とすわけにはいきませんね。こちらの選手はタミヤエミさん。 そして桂木浩平君、最高得点を出した生徒のクラスに勝つルール。高円寺君が真面目にやらずとも松下さんでカバーする作戦ですね。
Yeah, I was gonna say he's a wild card, but there is a good backup.
難しいが高得点の配分となっている。では始め。
What? Wait, you have to wait, what? Okay, that's ridiculous. He's not even writing.
司令塔ルールとして1問だけ司令塔が回答を指示できる。
Oh.
私は10問目を答えますが。
Well, ain't that convenient?
綾小路君は？
俺も同じだ。
初めてやったが、なかなか面白い遊びだね。最後の問題の答えは7619だろ。
これは。
Oh shit. So yeah, I mean that shouldn't be surprising. We know he's ridiculously good at stuff.
得点1位は桂木浩平、勝者 A クラス。
Yeah. It was close.
桂木君にはあらかじめ伝えておきました。もし裏切れば A クラスで懸命に頑張っている生徒を
Hardworking Class A student expelled. I knew that was just not gonna matter when it came to the stuff on there. That's why when I was kind of like laughing in my head, them even trying that. But the only way I thought that would have worked is if AYANOKOJI pulled something there, or if there was some unknown thing. But I thought for sure she would know and do something to make sure that he doesn't try to like help them in any way. It just didn't. I just didn't think so. This makes the most sense. Chess being the last one.
ともあれこれで3勝3敗。
追いついたのになぜ浮かない顔をしてるんだ。
あと1種目でこの楽しい時間が終わってしまうから。
Well, this is a battle between the two.
あとは
7戦目最終戦の
Chess.
種目を発表。
I would be shocked. Yeah, of course.
この種目が最後に選ばれる。
And she's gonna do it, but I thought like she's gonna do it for sure, right? So I
指示を出せるルール。つまり私たちの実力が勝負を。
wait. The captain can freely give instructions to the player for up to 30 minutes of the allotted time. Okay, so that's what it is. Even though they're not gonna be, no wonder AYANOKOJI did. I might have been something that I missed on this, but like no wonder he was doing it that way. So even though he's not playing. Okay, so he's still able to help in this sense too. He was getting her ready, but now he can actually help. So it really is those two together, like against each other. I'm wondering if they never had interactions. Like she was always watching him, but like as a kid.
けど僕はあの子がかわいそうに思えて仕方ないんだ。
どうしてです？
彼は生まれた瞬間からこの施設で
Holy shit.
両親の愛情も So
motherfucker put his son in this since he was born here, and so all he's been is in this white room his entire. Holy shit! How long did he stay there? Did he stay there the entire time until he went to this school? Because that's what it feels like now. Motherfucker! That dad. That's not a childhood. That's not a dad. That's nothing. What the fuck, man? Like, it looked like he was there for, don't get me wrong. Like, it looked like he was there when he was a kid and for a long time. But since his birth, and his dad's just in the other room and they're doing experimentations and doing whatever the fuck. No wonder he's the way he is now. Like, no wonder. And it's timed, I think, so. I played a bit of chess when I was younger. Though there's no way in fuck I was anywhere near like these two's level. That's how I knew when I saw it. I was like, okay, it's gonna be time chess, which I always preferred. It actually made me make better decisions because I knew I was on a clock.
私は1週間ほどよ。負ける気がしない。
Is it gonna go the way? I feel like there's gonna be some type of wrench thrown in here.
ひねくれた戦い方だろう。
坂柳さん譲りかしら。
そっちもよっぽど腕のあるやつに叩き込まれたか。
さあ、どうかしら。
それより綾小路について聞いてもいいか。
Really? I'm guessing she
俺は無人島の一件から
asked him to ask
暗
things.
躍していたのは綾小路じゃないかと思ってるんだ。
Or maybe he just wanted to know, yeah.
ただの勘さ。答えてくれよ。
をかけてくることは予想できてた。けど、それじゃ私の牙城は崩せない。
Was that check?
話をしている余裕があなたにあるかしら。
Close.
面白くなってきたぜ。
Okay.
このまま終局まで見ていたくなるような勝負ですが、そろそろ介入させてもらいます。
まだやれるって言いたいところだが、正直助かるぜ。
参入なされないのですか、綾小路くん。
I feel like he'd only do it when he feels like he needs to. Or he's trained her enough where he thinks,
綾小路くん。
潮時か。
yeah, once he needs to. Oh. Is it playing the opening?
私たちの勝負になりましたね。
I always say when the opening starts playing, that's when like you know shit's gonna go down. But the last time I heard an opening play in an anime, like people are fucking like going crazy in fights. We got chess as our final battle kind of thing in this, and it's so appropriate for this show. This is why I said I thought chess was gonna be the thing. I didn't think it was gonna play like this exactly, but it pretty much is her versus him in this. I love it. I love it. I've never been this excited about chess ever.
どんな思考速度してんだよ。
私たちの戦いが情けなく見えるわね。
だな。
どうですか、綾小路くん。私の一手はあなたの心に届いていますか。
ああ、痛いほどにな。一つのミスで一気に押し込まれそうだ。
心配していませんよ。
This is
綾
intense.
小路くんは些細なミスなど絶対しない。
だったら諦めてくれてもいいんだけどな。
それはできない相談です。ミスがないなら実力で正面突破するまで。なんと楽しい時間なんでしょうか。
こんな手が。
ねえアリス、もしここの子供たちが誰よりも優秀に育ってしまったら、この施設が当たり前になってしまったら、それは不幸の始まりでしかないと思うんだ。
I mean, yeah, that would, you're artificially being able, like, doing this and, like, brainwashing or whatever the fuck they do here and just make everything, like, you would think if you just were able to make geniuses like that and mass create them and then place them everywhere, it would be, we have some really smart people in that school, right? Have an entire school of them or it would be nightmares. People would be playing like fucking 5D chess 1,000 against each other at all times. The world, you can't have 1,000,000 geniuses. You can't fucking have that many smart people.
ご安心ください。私がそれを打ち砕いてみせます。
And that's
本当に見事です。
what she means by burying him.
これで終わりです。
Oh shit.
私は負けを認めたくない。勝ちたいの。坂柳さんを超えるような一手を打つことはあなたしかいないの。この一手。
It's gotta be a move that's gonna come out of nowhere, but with like 10 steps ahead.
今の一手は常人には到底たどり着けない領域であることは疑う余地もない。しかし私にも勝つべき理由があります。天才とは生まれながらに決まるもの。あんな施設の存在など無意味であると真に優れた DNA を受け継ぐ私。
And that's her drive and incentive to be the way she is.
それこそが私のなすべき救済。
So you got check. Obviously, if you move to the right, you got, you know, they're going to go all the way forward there. And that won't checkmate, obviously, because then you'll just be able to do that. But if you go diagonal there, if you go use the bishop and go diagonal there, it'll block off that spot. It's going to be almost checkmate because the bishop will go there. Then all you can do really, you can't even move the king because you have that in the way. So even if you move there, then the bishop will move, like the bishop will stay there. So all you can do is move your king that way. What? Just beaten? Just take defeat there? It's check. Yeah. Holy shit. That's why I was looking at that there and I was like, there must be some mystery step I'm not seeing, but it looked beaten. That's why I wanted to make sure I took a look at that. Wow.
なんだ。
あの最後の一手、あなたは本当に最善を考えて。
Yeah, was there a reason?
それ以外に何がある？何のことですか？
あの勝負、本来なら勝っていたのは綾小路君だったのですから。あの時彼は最善と思われた手を超えるさらなる一手を打っていたのですよ。
まさか私たちの試験に強制介入した。綾小路君の指示を解散し、堀北さんに伝える結果をねじられた。
Oh, that's what happened? That's cheating. Yeah.
自分の隠された事情を表沙汰にするような真似。
That is such a phrase that hits, like, knowing AYANOKOJI to this point, you really think he'd reveal things he didn't have to? That's the show. Has he revealed things like that he's ever... when he reveals something or he says something, it always is because he has to. There's a reason for it. That, like, somebody's gonna... like him even last episode with Hirata going... kind of showing more of himself, kind of exposing a little bit of himself to him because he had to do that to push him to stay, and that'll do it. He does just enough in that. You really think he'd reveal things he didn't have to? No, because that's him. I really don't like this guy.
喜んではいかがです？
挑発がお上手ですね。この代償は高くつきますよ。
子供風情が。随分と面白いことを口にしますね。
私の負けです。
随分と素直なんだな。
あの時と同じ状況から再開しての。
So she takes.
私はこの結果に満足していま
す。between their deal.
特別試験。1対1の種目に絞って直接俺と競うこともできたはずだ。どうしてそうしなかった？
綾小路君の実力を周囲に知られてしまうことは避けたかったんです。
俺への配慮ということか。
戦えてよかったです。これで私の中で答えが見えました。あなたは紛れもなく天才であるということが。
She was trying to see if.
決して偽物などではなかった。
見ていたんだな。So he never knew. Are they gonna become like friends now?
出会うことのなかった幼馴染のような心境なんです。本当は1秒でも長く綾小路君と一緒の空間にいたかった。人は触れ合うことで温かさを知ることができる。
I mean, she knows the truth, like she knows him from the White Room. She knows like he's been there since his birth. But and she would know, like, I really love this because she knows that he's been there forever. So she knows that he wouldn't have normal contact, wouldn't know how to interact with people, which he's seeming now knowing that information. He's been learning, been like, even though he is the way he is, and he comes off like pretty, we know how he operates and everything. But I also think he doesn't, like, there are things he's learning in real time because of having no interactions with, like, the way he was brought up and there as a fucking, like, since his birth. So I think she knows that for a fact now. So her treating him like this, and oh man, they're definitely going to be friends. 100, like, or at least she's going to consider it that way.
どういう意味だ?
遅くなった私からのメッセージです。さあ、帰りましょう。
Huh. This was a very, like, eventful episode, obviously, but it really told us a lot, like, probably more than the entire series about AYANOKOJI. And her as well, but, like, it really showed that, for one, he has not had, just with her touching his hand and stuff, and, like, that was one of the first times I saw him, like, shift. Like, you saw him, like, this was, like, a new thing for him, and he honestly got a little, like, pushed back a tiny bit there. That's such a rare thing for him. Oh man, that's why I think they're gonna be friends. Like, it feels more than everything he's done, and now it does make me look at things a little bit with some of the interactions he's had with, even though he's doing it for himself and the other girls, like, or his interactions with the other girls to get them to trust him and stuff, the closeness he's had with a few of them. I also think he doesn't know, like, he's obviously never had a girlfriend. He's obviously never been with a girl or guy or anything, right? He's never had it. I mean, he's never had friends. So it's one of those things where he's, like, having to figure that out in real time. Like, and in some ways, I don't even think he probably considers, like, it's not, like, a priority in some sense for certain things, but I feel like that interaction, and maybe she might help with that a little bit too. I don't know. I like that because it humanized him a little bit. Like, I think it's very easy. I know for me, especially, like, the more I watch this with him, it's very easy to just, what is he thinking? Oh, he's thinking for himself. The first thing he says at the end of season 1, it turns him into this villain. Like, when you hear him say that stuff, your entire opinion changes. And then, like, in season 2 and even season 3, like, he's doing all these things, but he's fucking ruthless. But I feel like this episode really did humanize him a little bit, and especially his interaction with her. It gives me some hope, I guess, like, in the sense of, it's just good character development, even a little bit there. I liked that. It was just a different interaction than we normally get from him. Amazing episodes. We got 2 left of the season. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Check out the Patreon for the exclusive shows, and all the full reactions and watching ahead. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.